So
It's early.
it's early in the morning, and here we are in cold, rainy Wisconsin, going to Haiti. So welcome to the Shep Fam vlog. There's Charlie. You might see more of him in our Haiti vlog. All right, we're gonna go to Haiti. Bye. Alright, we're gonna go to the hotel now, hopefully, and sleep for 2 hours before we have to get back up and go to the airport to the next flight. This is also really awkward. Like, it's just my mouth. Oh, hey, there I am. Okay, bye. Yeah, we landed. In Port-au-Prince. It's a 6-hour drive.
Pretty cool bus.
6-hour drive up to the plateau. The first two-thirds is pretty good. And then we get to the mountains where the road ends. And then a little more sketchy. So.
No, you're not giving me time and you give me small ones and then big ones. Good deal? It's on the pipes. Which Ken's can go over there.
Let's try that. We just got off the pavement, and this is actually how bumpy it is. I'm not shaking the camera on purpose.
And we get to do this for 2 hours at least, or however long it is.
Yeah, buses, turns out, don't do great on not any road pavement. So we're doing this for 2 hours.
It's gonna be a good thing.
Wish we brought Finley?
No.
I don't think he would like this part. Not too much. That's not an exaggeration. I think 8 solid hours in this bus. The last three of which have been this bumpy. We keep thinking we're almost there. We're never almost there. I know. On the campus, anywhere inside of that fence is referred to as the campus. And we have 2 other locations that I'll take you guys to later as well, but here is primarily where we receive groups. So we'll kind of pass through and I'll keep blabbing as I go. There's 2 main sources of water. One is from the mountain range down there that fills the ravine that you guys actually crossed close by here. That fills this water hole. We're gonna pass another one on the way. That comes from the mountains over there. So this is, I love stopping here because this is just exciting from a more global perspective. So the area that we're in is called Grand Diable, and that means the big devil. So this whole area here is referred to as the plateau. And what I mean by this area, it's to that mountain, it's to that mountain, it's to that mountain. This whole thing is a plateau. And amongst the plateau are all these little plateaus. Our plateau is Grand Diable, the big devil. So cool part of that is God called Manis not just to this area, he called Manis to the big devil to start a ministry to glorify God. What he didn't know is at the time when he chose the Bible passage for Lemuel, which is Proverbs 31, and it's talking about King Lemuel's mom speaking to King Lemuel and saying that you need to be able to speak for the people that can't speak for themselves and everything. He didn't realize that the name Lemuel actually means of God. One of those cool things. It goes all the way back to the beginning of choosing a name, because now there's a lot of people in the area that don't want to be referred to as Grand Diable. They don't like that. They don't want to be the big devil. So they're saying, why don't we call it the city of Lemuel? The city of Lemuel, translated, would mean the city of God. For this.
Okay. Apparently we're gonna ride in the dump truck.
We are in Haiti. The rules don't apply. We're gonna go check out the ravine because apparently there was water from the mountains that came down into the ravine, which is somewhat of a rare occurrence. So we're gonna go check it out by riding in the dump truck. Wish us luck.
This is something the Robertson brothers would do.
Yes. Tom Robertson has something that he calls red sledding. Oh yeah. He hooks sleds up to the back of his car or truck and tows the kids down the town roads. Yeah. And whips them around corners up onto the banks.
What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun.
It's more interesting than the bus.
Whoa!
Really down.
Coming.
You happy you did it?
Yeah.
You mean are doing it?
I mean,
we're ducking because the branches are brutal.
I've already ridden in the bus where you were inside riding on crazy roads.
Yeah, questioning this idea pretty heavily at this point. We survived.
We survived, yes.
The dump truck excursion, Uncle Brad's safari, as
Yes, Melody, what
Ron
she
likes to
thought.
call it. Yeah, what did you think of
What
it?
did I think of it?
Yeah,
Oh, it was great fun.
that's the right attitude.
There you go.
That's the right attitude. We got some good
It
attitudes
was
on this
pretty
trip.
fun. I don't know
It was
that
fun.
I'd
It was
do
gorgeous.
Every day. It was gorgeous.
So we've been here for 4 days, and today was our first day teaching English. How did it go?
Yeah, it was fun, but I'm like really tired. I taught first grade, and so mostly I was hollering words in English and having them repeat them after me the whole day. Which is
how you teach a first grader
how you
English.
teach first graders English when they can't really read their own language quite yet.
I taught 5th and 6th grade, which is kind of the other end of the gamut. Overall, they're pretty smart kids and pick stuff up pretty quickly, but it is always an interesting challenge when you're trying to explain conjugation, English conjugation to Haitian children who have very basic understanding of English. And most English speakers have a very basic understanding of conjugation. And of course, the first verb that we conjugated is one of the most complicated verbs in the English language, which is to be, which is also, ironically, a verb that doesn't exist in Creole. And for most people who are watching this, you don't care about conjugation. But I do care about conjugation. Number 7, he have working, he was working. He was. Tumundi, finger. Finger. Okay, lips. Lips. You know, it worked out in the end, but it is interesting and difficult. We're not trying to deter people from teaching English. It is a lot of fun. The curriculum is great. It just also has some interesting challenges that require a fair amount of improvisation. Yeah, that was our first day teaching.
And then this afternoon it rained.
Yeah, that's kind of
Which
crazy.
is kind of
Here-
crazy. I think they said it rained like 1/4 of an inch, which for here is a good amount.
And you think about a society that their entire livelihood is grown in the ground, and without rain, you don't get stuff growing. So for that many months, they've hardly had a single drop of rain. And then, ironically enough, the last time it downpoured was the last English camp. I think Brad, who's one of the guys who works here, was joking that we need to come every year just so it rains. So it's always exciting when it starts to rain, and
Yeah, and there's like no puddles left already by now. It's like what?
it dries up so fast.
It dries up or soaks in
Yeah.
or whatever.
Trying to figure out if the camera was in focus, but I don't have my glasses on, so nothing's in focus. I don't like how my face looks right now.
I don't like how my neck looks because it's like this weird. I'm laying on a pillow up against the headboard and my.
This is such a valuable update. All right, anything else to share before we do a montage of the rain?
I didn't know how many goats there were going to be. Like everywhere you go, there's goats, which makes sense because that's also like
That's
how
like
they save
livelihood,
money.
too.
That's like their livelihood. That's
Savings,
their investments. Is usually in livestock, and goats are, I think they're one of the hardiest animals that can actually survive up here because they don't need as much water.
So that's our update from the first couple of days, and here's a montage of some rain.
Bye.
You interrupted. So here is a montage, a slow motion montage of some of the rain that we got here on the plateau. Much needed rain in the desert. So enjoy.
Bye.
In this area, education is not, it's a privilege. So you may have a family of 6 kids, and that family may only be able to invest in one child to go to school. Okay, so you're putting all your eggs into that basket, and you send that child off to school. And so there's a pretty significant pressure on that child to succeed in school. School's not free, so parents have to invest in their child to go to school. They also have to buy their uniforms and everything. It's a nominal amount, but it's something for them to invest in their child. So they come here, and whenever they finish here, which is 7th grade now, then that means that if they want to further their education, they have to go somewhere else. So they can go to Ensouage. Ensouage is not known for a great educational system, so oftentimes they'll send them to Gonaive, which you drove through, St. Mark, or even Port-au-Prince. Typically when a child gets sent there, they live with their peers, and there's no adult supervision. So they leave here as a innocent young person, go and get gobbled up by the large metropolitan areas, and it changes their kids. And we don't like that. We want to keep families together. We want them to be able to stay here on the plateau and further their education. And so this addition is going to allow us to go through 12th grade. And we have a huge demand right now. So we opened up, we have a new kindergarten building, so we opened up kindergarten last year, and we had to cut off enrollment. We have 25 kindergarten students in each of the 3 kindergarten classrooms. So we had to cut it off. I mean, there's a huge demand. People are pressing to get their kids educated, which is exciting for us. And another thing, just to toot the horn of Madame Maes, who is a director here, there's actually teachers in Ensouage that are sending their kids here to be educated because the school's kind of making a name for itself as far as the level of education, which is exciting because in Haiti, it is very rare that urban people would send their kids out to a rural area because it's just known as being very poor education. So we actually send our bus to Ensouage because there's enough kids from there to warrant the bus going there and picking them up and pulling them out here to the rural area.
house because we were going to go see her garden. And it started raining. So here we are. It's a nice house.
Probably can't hear us, but the second time it's rained in the couple days we've been here. What's your deal?
Oh, you're the one sticking a phone in my face.
You're the one sticking your face in my phone.
No.
You can't really get a good sense of what just happened.
But we just went on a walk to go see someone's garden, and we're in Haiti where it doesn't really rain on the plateau. And what do you know, but it downpoured on us.
We were waiting at Ma Luisi's house and then decided to risk it again and go out to her garden. Basically, more or less just straight up downpour for half an hour. And when it rains here, all the dirt turns to really slick mud.
So we were walking back and we're like slipping and sliding and climbing up ravine, sliding all over, and I fell twice.
I think every single person fell at least once, if not twice. I mean, like all out, covered in mud, fell. The only thing I'm bummed about is I didn't bring my GoPro because I would have loved to capture all of that on film, but
Yeah.
you're just going to have to take our word for
Quite the
it.
experience.
It was pretty incredible.
And they got rain, and that's exciting.
Yes, they've had a lot of rain for some reason, so
Yeah.
we were saying, shame on us for not expecting it to rain on the desolate plateau of Haiti.
Where it
but-
never rained.
Where it never rains. But here we are, drenched, basically thoroughly drenched. But we live to tell about it, and it'll make a good story for our children. Now we're going to get wet again. We're
gonna
go
take
shower.
a shower.
We're going to go shower because we're wet and muddy and it's gross. So that's our story for today. You want to explain what's happening?
Bread's flying on a small plane, but I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe getting a picture with the plane or something? Trying to get somebody to do
It's
something he
exciting.
doesn't want to do.
It's exciting to see this plane. Brad's heading back to the States.
So that's
for a
why we're
funeral,
all out
so.
here.
We got up early to go to a mountain, or not a mountain, a hill, to see the sunrise, and also because I have a drone that can do mapping. So it takes pictures of the topography and stitches maps together, so we're doing a test to see if it's a good tool for the ministry here in Haiti. But it's also just really pretty, so if we end up getting some good footage, here it is. This is what we got up for.
And it's beautiful. This
Put it right there. Look at my hair. Isn't that cool? Isn't my hair cool? Auto landing. There's not really a good way to stop. Walking in the dark, so you can't really see us, but you can probably hear us.
Yeah, that's like really dark.
It's our
I could stand under that light.
It's our last night here in Haiti. Oh, going to Fils, which is
Like a little cafe kind of place.
so we're gonna go get our last soda before we leave tomorrow morning.
We had presentations today for English camp, and all our kids talked in English, and it was a fun time.
Anyway, it's a beautiful night.
It is. There's
Both
really-
stars are out and there's lightning.
Yeah,
So
the stars are very visible. I was gonna say there's more stars here, but that's not true.
there's more stars in Haiti. All right, let's go.
All right,
Let's
bye.
get some soda. Is this better or worse? Way out.
It's a much better car. We're not in the bus this time, and yeah, we can way faster. It's not as bumpy, believe it or not.
Only 5 more hours. Focus on my face. All right.
We're back in good old USA.
We're on the end of day 1 of 2 days of travel. It's pretty rigorous.
And tomorrow we have one more flight and one more 5-hour car ride. So, woohoo!
Yep. So,
And mostly we just want to go see Finley.
yeah, we're just
So,
excited to be home and see Finley. So,
That's mostly what we're thinking about.
so
right
I'm
now.
sure that the end of this vlog will just be a lot of cute things that Finley does because we think he's cute and we miss him.
We missed it.
He's saying something there. Well, you don't want to hold hands now?
I don't know how this is gonna work here.
Oh, he's on a mission now.